He said something in here that was interesting, though. This man said, "You and everybody who represents you, and I know who I'm talking about, can kiss my ass." Now, WWE, it's been a bad year for them so far. Creatively, just the shows hasn't really been that great. Royal Rumble wasn't good. Elimination Chamber was kind of terrible. It had like some bright spots in there with Javon Evans and Trick Williams and things like that. But let's be honest, this company is not flowing the way it should be flowing. And it's 2 weeks until WrestleMania. And this company, it just seems stale. It seems bad. It's like Triple H's creative decisions are not good so far. So it seems like he had no control over Pat McAfee joining Randy Orton. And Cody came out there and he basically cut a promo, but from a perspective of a fan, by mentioning that Scott Hall and Kevin Nash and their big reveal that they was, revealing back in the day of who's the guy, and it turns out to be Hulk Hogan, and it made it what it was, and it changed everything. But he was referring to Pat McAfee being that guy and comparing Pat McAfee to Disco Inferno. It'd be interesting to see what Disco had to say about that. I need to look that up. But it's frustration. And I'm pretty sure that Cody feels it too. He's starting to get booed a lot more, and he's going to get booed heavy at Mania. And I think this is the perfect time for Cody to go heel, but I don't think that Cody wants to go heel yet. But Cody said that, I can leave this company again, and you know what happened last time, and I don't know. This promo was kind of like towing the lines for me. I don't know what's real and what's unreal. You feel what I'm saying? But TKO told Triple H that, this match between Cody and Randy, it needs a little something. It needs something. It needs this. It needs Pat McAfee. That's what they said, and it's from Ariel something over in TKO. TKO is they want all this money, and they're trying their best, but what they're doing is like not making them any money because they're interjecting themselves kind of like how The Rock did, and that shit didn't pan out anywhere different. Las Vegas Manias has not been good, and it should be, but the writing and the creative from people like Ariel trying to get in here and trying to play Booker because they want to see somebody. Okay, so you think Pat McAfee is the answer? You think Pat McAfee is the answer? I don't see that. And I'm pretty sure Randy feels the same way. But he's just going along with it. Cody's going to lose that title at Mania. And then what? He needs to go on a massive heel run and just run. He needs to come up with his own group. He needs to make his own group. His own group. And then Cody can go up against a babyface Roman Reigns. Wouldn't that be something? But TKO is pulling these strings. And this is not WWE anymore. This is TKO now. They might as well change the name. Because they are the ones that's pulling the strings. They're the ones that are... Listen to this. So in Clash in Italy, for $11,000, you can make noodles, pasta, ravioli with panini, all that shit over there. You can grate Parmesan. You can have your whole Alfredo right there for $11,000. To do that with WWE superstars, do you really think that you're going to be able to do all of that pasta and shit like that with fucking Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill, Charlotte, Alexa Bliss, maybe you do it with Roman Reigns. Maybe you do a Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. You think people like that are going to be out there flipping fucking marinara sauce? No. You're going to get Otis, Maxine Dupree, Tozawa, fucking... You may get Javon Evans in there. But you ain't finna get no heavy hitters. This company just doesn't know what it's doing anymore. And TKO is controlling everything. Whenever the company, like higher ups who are not necessarily focused on the wrestling, they're focused on the business. But whenever they focus on the wrestling, that's when shit just falls apart. That's when it falls apart. Because they're going to look at the business side and be like, okay, compared to last year, our business wasn't where we wanted it to go, but it was good. But this year, we're kind of low on sales and shit like that. What's going on? Maybe we need to bring in Pat McAfee. Out of all the people, you want to bring Pat McAfee in there. This company is very disrespectful. This Hall of Fame is not, why not put Sid in the Hall of Fame and not the legacy? This man's a former WWE champion, former WCW champion. He main evented the WrestleMania, twice? Or something like that, I think. And this man, he was a part of so many eras. Like, why not put him in that class? Why throw him to, like, a B class? Come on, y'all. That's disrespectful. This company is really just showing me what it's really all about, and it's making me kind of disgusted. TKO just coming in here and just saying, this is our shit. Paul, man, hey, if this shit don't get turned around, Chief, hey, maybe, you finna get out the door. This is not your company anymore. And whatever Ariel say is gonna happen. And Triple H okayed it. And here we are, Pat fucking McAfee. Whoo! And then I'm not even thinking about the road to WrestleMania next year. It's gonna be in Saudi. I don't know. I think right now WWE has entered a period of what the fuck is going on. It's what the fuck is going on. They got all the stars. Pick one. Every big name you could think of in any division, men and women. They got all these folks in NXT coming up with athletic backgrounds and shit. They got the ID program trying to go after the best indie people that's out there. These folks are going to keep this machine rolling. And TK, they only care about that money. They only care about that money. The 2K26 video game is all about that fucking money. You still got to grind it out. Yeah, they kind of like fixed it a little bit, but guess what? You still have to grind that game out still. Man, when I really heard about that, when I heard how TKO just came into this storyline right here and fucked it all up, I don't like that shit.